Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working again with the Bluetti AC200p, and what I want to show you is all of this stuff that's on my table right now can be run by this Bluetti. So we're going to go over how I know that, and also we're going to just do, we're just going to make some lunch using a few of these items. So let's get started. Okay, and like I said before, I know that every one of these appliances can be run from this Bluetti AC200p. And I know that because I know that the Bluetti has an inverter that's a 2000 watt inverter. So I can run anything up to 2000 watts, right there. And I have 6 outlets in order to power everything. So we know that we can power 2000 watts. And this other number is 2000 watt hours, which just means that in an hour, you can power an appliance that's 2000 watts. So if you have an appliance that's 500 watts, you just take 2000 divided by 500, and then you realize that you can run that appliance for 4 hours because you're dividing 2000 by the appliance wattage, which is 500, which equals 4, and that means the amount of hours that you can get it. That comes true with this little 500 watt heater right here. If I plug this in, I can run it for about 4 hours. All these other appliances, all of them except for one, which is this Cuisinart food processor, they all have wattage ratings on the bottom of them. So what we have is we have a Pampered Chef air fryer. We have a New Wave. This New Wave is nice because it actually has multiple options for 300, 600, and 1200 watts. We have a crock pot and an Instant Pot. The Instant Pot's like 1300 watts, but the crock pot's only like 180. So that's a big difference there. The Panini Griddle Junior, that's like 1200 watts. And like I said, with this Pampered Chef air fryer, it is rated at 1700 watts. But all of these can be run with this Bluetti. Just you can't use the Pampered Chef air fryer along with the I forgot about the microwave. The microwave, I think it's rated at 800 watts, but it uses more like 1100 or 1200 watts. But like I said, you can't use the Pampered Chef. You can't be grilling or you can't be air frying something and then light up the microwave at the same time, because that will go over your 2000 watt limit that you have on your inverter. And what it will do is it will just shut off the inverter and your appliances will shut off. So if you accidentally do that, it won't hurt your device per se. It's not good for it, but it's protected like that. So it knows that it's too much wattage and it will shut off. And we'll probably demonstrate that with this little experiment, because what I'm going to plan on doing is I'm going to use a couple of these devices to go ahead and make lunch. So let me put away the stuff I'm not going to use, and let's start lunch up. Okay, for lunch I'm going to be making some Campbell's soup, which is some jazzy jambalaya. And I'm also going to be grilling up a frozen chicken breast. And then I'm going to put it on some bread and actually put it on my panini grill and grill it down a little bit, so it's a little bit of like a panini sandwich. So what I need to do is I need to kind of think about in what order do I need to cook everything, because I can't just plug all this in and run it all at the same time, because this unit won't power all that. So I got to think what can be cooked and then stay warm while I cook other things. And of course that's the soup. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that soup, and I'm going to cook it on high. And so we're going to get it nice and hot, and then we'll probably put it to like the lowest temperature to keep it warm. And we'll see what we can do while that's staying warm. It might possibly be that we need to shut that off completely to be able to do the other things with our chicken. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go ahead and just plug everything all in and turn on the AC. Okay. Okay, everything is plugged in, and you can see right here that we are using 60 watts of electricity just by having these things plugged in. Now, I don't know what's using 60 watts, so let's just go ahead and unplug. Like the microwave doesn't need to be plugged in right now, so let's see what happens when we unplug it. And it stays at 60 watts. What about, so it must be the new wave. Yep. As soon as you unplug that, it goes to 0. Let's go ahead and plug in the microwave again. Okay, and it stays, yeah, it stays at 0 with the microwave. So this new wave actually uses 60 watts just sitting there being plugged in. So, but let's go ahead and cook up our, let's go ahead and start heating up our soup. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set this for medium high, hit start, and go ahead and pour in our soup. Go ahead and cover it up so it gets warm as fast as possible. And you'll see with this new wave being set on medium high, it's set for 375 degrees. The Bluetti is using 970 watts. And out of 2,000, that's actually pretty good. You know what? I wonder if we can go ahead and microwave our chicken for a couple minutes. Because what I want to do is I want to microwave our chicken for a couple minutes so it's actually like tender. And then I want to grill it the rest of the way, so it's a nice grill taste. And then I want to put it on bread and grill it up some more. So that's my plan. And now that we're using 970 watts, I wonder if we can go ahead and microwave our chicken. So let's go ahead and try it. Okay, we got our frozen chicken here. Let's go ahead and put it in the microwave. And I'm gonna go ahead and microwave this for, it says to cook it all the way, you want to cook it for 4.5 minutes at a 1100 watt microwave. This is like a 700 or 800 watt microwave. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cook it for like 3 minutes and hopefully it's softened up by then. So let's try it. Now this whole thing might shut off also as soon as I hit start. Let's see. Oh, we got a fault. And it's actually running 2113 watts, but it's still powering it. Yeah, you can see right there, 2100 watts. And the microwave is actually cooking the chicken. And we are still, oh my God, our soup is already boiling. So let's go ahead and turn that down to medium low at 600 watts. All right, that boiled a lot faster than I thought it was going to. And now that we turned that down to 175 and we're only using 600 watts, you can see the Bluetti is only using 1750 watts, which is well in the range of what this Bluetti can do. And so we're just going to go ahead and let this microwave the rest of the way. And we're just going to keep this at 175 degrees, which we actually turned down. Let me go ahead and just stir this up a little bit. Now we got 30 seconds left on our microwave. And the Bluetti was at 100% when I started this whole thing. So we'll kind of see what lunch costs us and the amount of watt hours this is capable of holding. All right, my soup is boiling, so I'm gonna go ahead and just set it on low. And so that's just gonna keep it like right around 100 degrees, which is warm enough. And I don't need boiling soup, I just want warm soup. So I'm just gonna keep it on there. Chicken's done. Let's go ahead and check it out. Whew. It's actually pretty hot, I'm surprised. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this chicken on the panini grill and I'm gonna grill it up a little bit longer on there. Okay, turn the panini on. Ooh, let's turn the panini on high and see what happens. And now that I think about it, I'm warming up this panini grill right now. I should have warmed this up before everything else because it will stay warm for a while. So I should have warmed that up first because I feel like I'm just wasting electricity by keeping this warm while trying to heat this up. But you can see that we're warming up this panini grill and keeping our soup at 100 degrees at the same time. And if you don't like your soup at 100, let's go ahead and move it up to 120. And just like that, the Bluetti still is not having any issues with running both of these appliances at the same time. I went ahead and I turned our panini grill down to medium because I don't want to burn everything I'm cooking. But the green light's on, so it's ready to go. And so it's just going to fluctuate on and off. But I'm going to go ahead and put our chicken on there and start grilling it up. Ah. Okay, and let's look at some of this stuff while we're cooking. As you can see, the steam that's coming off of the jambalaya soup. So this is staying nice and hot. It's sitting at 120 degrees. Our panini grill is cooking up our chicken. And the Bluetti is only using 60 watts, which is the standby for this new wave. And it will click off and on as needed, but it is powering these things with no problem. All right, our chicken's at 150 degrees, and our soup is still holding at 120. And the Bluetti shows 85% capacity still, so it's only used 15% of the battery by cooking this lunch. Okay, our chicken just reached 165 degrees, so we're gonna go ahead and put it on bread and grill that up. Okay, I would say that our panini is done. So let's go ahead and turn it off. Take this off of here. Woo! And our soup is done. So there's our nice chicken panini. Maybe a little bit of butter would have been better on there, but whatevs. And then here's our soup. As you can see, it's nice and hot still. Let's go ahead and turn this off. All right, soup is done, our chicken's done, and we still have 85% left on the Bluetti. Again, thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.